I can't hear you. Rajan, we can't hear you. Anybody else can hear me?
I can hear you, Sydney.
Yeah, good. Irina? Move your hand if you do. Can you hear me? Anna?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, I think so. We just cannot hear Rajan. And then
where did the others go?
The others, there was a backstage. I think we just this sessions is us. It's just kind of this is kind of a good application for a conference. How you doing, Miko? What I was looking at, what happened to that? Is this the same company are you with? I mean, you had another fund. What is that fund?
Yeah, it's the same, Gumi. So we continue to deploy venture capital into blockchain. So very exciting.
That's good.
I guess another decentralized finance company.
So you guys are just focusing on DeFi, and as like everybody else is going as the next big things, and finance and.
DeFi is definitely incredibly promising. I mean, when you think about applications for blockchain, it's incredibly natural application. So it makes a ton of sense to us.
If anybody wants to know, I mean, new entrepreneur wants to know more about the DeFi, what do you references that you have them go? I mean, basically, people want to they're already in Fintech, but they want to get into DeFi. Another thing, what is the avenue that they can go and learn more about it?
It turns out that I'm very much kind of dedicated to kind of educating people and kind of getting them familiar with the players in the space. So if you go to miko.com/bits, BITS, you can see I have a podcast and I interview a lot of DeFi people. So, not to kind of self-promote, but I think it's good to hear from the people building the future, and I think those are the guests that I like to support.
Well, good. Well, we're starting these things. Thanks. We're going to get back with you on that over there. Irina, could you introduce, if you hear me, could you introduce yourself to the audience and what do you do, where are you at, and where you are basically at DeFi and other crypto asset world? Can you hear us? We can't hear you there. We can't hear you. You have to mute yourself, I think. All right. Well, in the meantime, let me go to Anna. Anna, could you introduce yourself and let us know what you do basically in the crypto world and DeFi world? You guys are venture.
Hello, everybody. My name is Anna Tutova. I'm CEO of Coins Telegram, crypto consulting agency. And as well, we have news media. We cover different news and companies in blockchain and DeFi space. And as a crypto consulting agency, we help companies with PR and marketing, with publications in top financial, business, crypto media like Forbes, CoinDesk, Cointelegraph, and so on, and as well with regional development. And currently we work with quite a lot of DeFi projects because it's probably the hottest thing on the market right now. And as well, we connect projects with different influencers, help as well with listing on exchanges, opening of bank accounts. So basically, the full scale of services in blockchain space.
I mean, that's good. And what's the situation on the ground over there? I know you're in Europe, perhaps, Ukraine has been one of the best programmers and people adaptation of the, blockchain technology. And that's what a lot of, those very smart programmers there. What's the situation there over there? Not only in Ukraine, also in the European Union. Are they adopting the digital asset? Are they same way? Because I heard from a couple of people over there, they are kind of a slap back, but in the meantime, they go buy Bitcoin on the side. So if you can summarize what's going on in Europe about the digital asset, not particularly, blockchain, because, I know they're adopting in some sort of kind of an industry, but if you can give us a little bit report on that, what would we see?
Yes, it's true that Ukraine is quite developed in crypto and blockchain industry, and we have quite a big community, like all the conferences in Kiev gather thousands of people, and we have one of the best developers in the world. So I can say that as for the ideas, as for the startups, Ukraine, Russia are really very active in blockchain space. But as for jurisdiction, Ukraine is not the best one. But for example, in comparison to Russia, which completely bans crypto and people hide everything related to crypto in Russia, Ukraine is more positive in that. And as well, for example, Ukraine recently, the Ministry of Digital Transformation makes the project of CBDC currency of Ukrainian digital currency on Stellar, and it's developed with one of the biggest blockchain development company in Ukraine called Distributed Lab. And if to talk about Europe was generally always, as for me, conservative for crypto, but now the whole world can't miss out on the progress of development of the technology itself and mass adoption. And we see how all these public companies announcing the investments into Bitcoin, and as well a lot of traditional banks start supporting cryptocurrency and so on. So as well, European Union has its project on developing digital currency as well. Particularly Sweden has been having for a long time its digital krona. And some jurisdictions in Europe, like UK, Malta, Switzerland, of course, have been always positive on crypto.
Good. Well, good. Thank you. I'm going to go back to the Miko. Miko, in the general question for people who are very familiar with that, because I'm sure a lot of people are now with what's going on with the biggest cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. They are educating themselves. I mean, you and I, we work with people that they foresee that, in Silicon Valley, a lot of, but now we have in the mainstream. So if you kind of go back a little bit, a couple of years, and then where I met you about like 4 years ago, and everybody was in heydays of, we had all those conferences, a lot of people who were interested, but they came and they left, and they just got disappointed. They didn't stick around perhaps, and they see, okay, well, this is a couple of years away of getting to implement. That's what is basically in Silicon Valley is anyway. So my question is from you, if you see that go back to 4 or 5 years, more than that, what was predicted to be and what's happening now, where are we at now? What didn't work, at what worked, and was who's the new player? What do you see that? In the whole case of the crypto asset in and not only particular blockchain, all other investment. What do you see back and forth?
I think that the market. I think the market structure is becoming much clearer. I think the relationship between Bitcoin, Ethereum, and others is becoming much clearer. And I think that the use cases are becoming much clearer. So, for me, for example, if you look at 2017, there was kind of a huge boom in kind of this ICO thing, which is really about kind of having a less regulated kind of market for, effectively financial securities, right? So I think in a way that was a premature use case, because I think what's happening now in DeFi is that people are learning that blockchain is kind of idealized for financial applications. And obviously this kind of decentralized financial applications are kind of a sweet spot. So I think that today we are seeing kind of a booming, right? But in a sense, the booming is much more grounded in kind of people who have shipped software. The software that they've shipped is actually handling economic value. So it's a lot less speculative, right? So I think that we're really kind of much more in a solid place with respect to the asset base. I would say that, now that we have a solid asset base, it sort of becomes reasonable to invite, more investment into it. So I think that's what's kind of happening, and I think we're on a much more solid footing.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. That's what we see. There's kind of a clear, we were spoken at that conference. A lot of people that are getting to the mining business. They thought the mining would be the next big thing, buying the computers, and then we had all this big company actually. So now it's a different brand of people that they have been in more of a programming, and other people in Silicon Valley they are getting, and they see that decentralized. Financial is a big thing, basically. That's what I agree with you. Irina is back with us. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Oh, good. Well, good to have you back. Thank you. If you give us a 2 minutes introduction about where are you, what are you doing, how long you been in this space, and what you can tell us.
So I'm based in London, UK. I'm a co-founder of Design B2C Crypto Fintech Boutique Advisory. I'm also head ambassador to Polkadot Network. And I'm currently a director of partnerships at a startup, Armani.DeFi, which is an Islamic finance startup. So I've been in this space for a little over a year, and it's very dynamic. It's moving really fast here in the UK. There's a lot of things happening in the DeFi, and London is basically transitioning from a capital of Fintech to a capital of DeFi. So in two words, that's pretty much it.
No, that's good. No, that's great. No, by the way, I like your brand name, Marhaba.DeFi. I like that. That's a very, do I pronounce it very well? It's like Arabic in a way. Is it?
Yes, because we have, the majority of the team is based in the Middle East, and our major target is the Islamic community, basically an Arab-speaking community in MENA region, and Marhaba means welcome. So we want to welcome DeFi to the Middle East and to the Islamic community that are looking for halal solutions for finance, the digital finance. And they don't have access at the moment because there are no halal tokens and no proven halal solutions for DeFi. So this is what we're bringing to the market.
Oh, good. So you have an algorithm, a platform, basically, and you guys are doing these transactions, or you're planning to do these transactions with it. you work with any bank in, I know in Dubai, a lot of people are actually starting doing digital. Is this something that you guys working in the Marhaba.DeFi?
So we're looking to, because halal means no speculation. We have to be Sharia compliant, and we have Sharia board that's all the tokens. And we're looking to build a wallet first to give sort of a gateway for the community to access all the halal token offerings. And later on, we're looking to build a platform which will basically enable yield farming and, sort of, we'll be working mainly with stable coins to avoid any
companies based in London. Is it you guys are based by regulations, all this other, you going by the rules or compliance?
So Marhaba.DeFi will be incubated. It is already incubated in Malaysia. So we are looking now at different crypto licensing is more, regulations are more developed and it's easier to operate there and it's more transparent and clear for everybody. So we are actually looking to operate this formulation on Dubai.
Okay, well, good. We'll go back to you. Thanks very much. Miko, then I'll get back.
Okay, well, it looks like Sydney disconnected, so, it might be best for us to proceed. So, I think people are interested in this broad emergence of this DeFi sector. So, I think for me, if I were to comment on this, I think that, it really is about automation and it's about programmable money. I think Ethereum is the center of it. And, I think right now, if we were to track one of the most recent developments is sort of this new entrant, which is the Binance Smart Chain. So, I think it's very interesting because Binance is promoting what they call CDeFi, which is sort of centralized, decentralized, which I think is quite a confusing and, misnomer. I think the thing that is complicated about Binance is that they're sort of creating a hybrid, which is not really particularly decentralized. Now, the question becomes how important is that? I've certainly heard arguments that in the principally in Asian markets, the centralization and decentralization is less of an issue and people don't care as much, and I think obviously within the Ethereum community, centralization and decentralization is almost everything. So, I think that obviously right now Ethereum is the leading sort of layer one for the DeFi world. And, I don't see that changing very much. Obviously, Binance has done really well with their token, but I think from my perspective, the long-term future of DeFi is has to be decentralized. So, I think calling something centralized DeFi is a little bit disingenuous to me.
I'm back, guys. So let me tell you something about, you guys, first of all, that's about our company. You said you can see that, we have Fintech World Group, which is, the domain name is fintechworld.com. If you go on it, we have built behind the scene in a couple of the platform, basically one in the crypto film fund, basically, which is we are doing a couple of projects in Los Angeles about some documentary about the Bitcoin, about blockchain. It's more of a entertaining than just thing. But we're gonna probably ask Miko and some of the people and like Tim Draper's, other people that have been involved in the cryptocurrency from the day one. But so that's one of the algorithms we have. Also, as part of the Fintech World Group, we have a blockchain CREs, more of a tokenization of the real estate asset and more of a commercial real estate asset. And so that's the second one on that we're platform. And we have another platform basically for the healthcare. We are doing raising money actually, and we already have two laboratories, one in Colombia, the other one in Costa Rica. Is more of a stem cell research laboratory. We work with a couple of renowned, scientists that in the stem cell. Dr. Anaut in the UC Irvine. And so that's what basically Fintech World does, and Fintech World has been around for the media. We have, like you, Ada, we have a media since 2012 in Silicon Valley. It's more of a people gathering together. We have people like, Miko and Gene Drapers and other people that they came, in our conferences, we have in London, also in New York. So in Silicon Valley, in Los Angeles. But so it's been around since 2012, really. For you guys and also the audience looking, really highly recommend that you go and look at that fintechworld.com, which is, you can see that we already have partnership with a couple of the broker dealers, more of a compliance or a security token. And so we work with the broker dealers. We do on the 506C, also with secondary market. Basically, we're looking to put it out there in a secondary market that Miko knows about. That's evolving in the digital assets. So with the companies like Symbiont, which is so that's what we are kind of. I see ourselves that as a somebody putting a lot of this in the basket and going buying all this from and putting right there. But we're kind of like everybody else is waiting for some compliance, because we are going to go with the compliance that. The last administration, SEC, is approved it, but we're waiting for the new administration to see what they're going to kind of dismiss it or moving forward. But one thing I learned in Silicon Valley over 30 years now, that you can't stop technology. I mean, there's maybe you can just kind of do it, but is moving forward. So. Again, if anybody's interested, can go take a look at that, because we do need, we are hiring, we do need some people actually expertise. We do need some people to come out there and, like to take a look at us for the investment. That's what we're in, and we've got exciting things going on. So that notion.
That's great to hear. And it's nice to see you all. It's nice to see some old friends and new friends. I do have to run off, unfortunately, but. Let's I'll bounce, and hopefully you guys will continue and have a great
we're gonna go move. And I think we already had everything to say. You're already there. So Anna, good luck to you, and Miko, I'll see you perhaps in the better days in the University Avenue, one of those. Raj, thanks for putting these things together. Good. It's been great. So you're taping this, so we got to go back to all those other things, basically. And good luck to you. We still cannot hear you.